Today we are looking at stretching paper. Stretching paper will provide you with a lovely taut, clear surface for working on. You need a fairly strong board in which to put your paper and a roll of plastic sticky tape in which to stick it down. Now we are starting straight away with the first length of sticky tape. And cutting it to the right size for the piece of paper on your board. The board, by the way, needs to measure about 1 foot by 9 inches to allow for a fairly large piece of paper if you want it. Right, now we're going to go to cut another length of sticky tape. It's as well to cut all the lengths before you start. Right, now we're going to do the bottom edge of the paper and cut the tape to fit it. Very good. And then the final side of the paper, which will be completed now. Well done. We're now going to look at damping the paper down and sticking it onto the board. You can do this under the tap in the kitchen if you wish, and just hold the paper under the tap and let the water run off it. Otherwise you can have a bowl of water and a sponge, and use the sponge to wet down the paper thoroughly. The whole area of the paper needs to be covered, and you will find that it makes the actual paper more pliable. That's it. And if you have a fairly thick cartridge paper, it's a good idea to damp both sides with the sponge. That's right, you will find they lie down flat on the board more easily. You do it this way. Well done. The next move is to get hold of your piece of sticky tape and damp the surface of the sticky tape before you try to stick it onto the paper. And then, if you're doing this in the room and you have a bowl of water and a sponge, make sure that you sponge the whole piece of tape thoroughly. Then, when you've done the first side and wiped it down and made sure that it's firmly attached to the board, that's lovely, then you will get your second piece of tape, which will be for one of the sides, and we will damp that down thoroughly as well. Put this down on the, to hold the paper, anchor the paper to the board, which is doing very well indeed. Good, excellent. That's right. And then we will do a third side, which will be the long side, and we will have to damp the sticky tape down thoroughly before we put it on the paper. That's it, down it goes and anchors the paper in place. You may see a few bubbles appearing in the surface of the paper, which may make you think that it's not stretching properly, but this is not so. The whole paper will shrink because of being held down by the sticky tape and will produce a hard, crisp surface. which would be excellent to use for painting. There we are. That looks very, very good. We'll give it another damp wipe to make sure that everything is fine. And then a little more water on the paper itself. Very good. That's right. Excellent. You will have to put your board and your paper away to dry in a quiet corner somewhere, not in very direct heat, otherwise it may crinkle. But if you leave it overnight, you will find you have a beautifully smooth, crisp piece of paper to draw on in the morning. Thank you.